And the Gunners, they're firing on all cylinders in the first half. Some of their football was quite delightful. Perez, gorgeous opportunity, finds the side netting.
The French connection would be in full effect today. Wiltord just terrorizing everybody on the right, cuts it in. The Frenchman on the left side to Perez. Perez, if there's anybody that can create goals any better, I'd like to see Henry. The header for Bergkamp, no end. Wiltord, yes.
Big French influence on that goal. Perez, Henry, Wiltord, they're all doing it. Bergkamp with the little nod. He's getting some good playing time now, and no one's going to miss from there. Not even you, Christian Miles.
I resent that. 1-0, 5 minutes before the break. In the second half, Wiltord and company trying to make it 2-0. This time, Henry. He is denied by Paul Jones.
So it sets itself up. 10 minutes to go. Highbury, it's nervous time. Tessem, it's there. Gordon Strachan put Tessem on as a sub. Is the little Scotsman a genius or what?
He is, and Tessem comes on. Good service here off the set-piece opportunity, and another disappointing home draw for the Gunners. They're 8th in all. To the theater of dreams we go. Man United taking on Sunderland, and Sunderland really struggling, and you think this would be a mismatch on paper. Well, you would be exactly right. Phil Neville gets into the back of the nets. You know you've got problems if you're Sunderland, if Phil Neville is scoring.
Neville's second goal of the season, and that was one-touch football deluxe. Sunderland, though, they're going to come storming back. Super Kev, he's a great player, he's a great striker. And Barthez, he's been out on the razzle-dazzle. Fergie's not happy, and he's down late to that effort.
Nobody shuts down Kevin Phillips. Totally in mark. Just squeezes it right past Laurent Blanc and his countryman Fabien Barthez, who I heard was a bit hungover for this game.
Oh, you better believe it, Chris. 3 a.m. he was out too. Now Solskjaer, he had a hat-trick last week, and he can't believe he's missed this. Watch this replay. He's got to be 2 inches away.
Well, with lack of a better words, he muffed it. But it doesn't matter, because Man United have a guy by the name of David Beckham.
And Beckham doing what he does best, scoring from free kicks. What a screamer. And Sorensen, no chance in the Sunderland goal.
United back on top and not looking back. The Spice Boy into the area, Ruud van Nistelrooy. What a turn from the Dutchman. A guy who, of course, had that much heralded record streak of 9 goals scored in 9 consecutive matches. Went scoreless against Liverpool and in the FA Cup match against Borough, but Ruud is back.
Oh, that was a brilliant finish. Now, Giggsy, this has got to be the most scandalous penalty decision in the league this year, though. What was that for, Chris? I mean, he barely touched him. And, of course, Ruud steps up. Ruud scores. Same result. Geordie land. Let's talk of the two. It's Newcastle United, but talking in the early going was Ricardo Gardner. What a superb goal. Dancing through the Magpie defence, tucking it away with his left foot. And Bolton, they pulled off shock results before. Can they do it again?
Well, they've been one of the most up-and-down clubs this season. We move forward here. 23rd minute, set-piece opportunity for the Pies. You betcha.
Shearer!
The ex-England captain puts it right through the wall. We've seen it so many times this season. Number 12 in the Premiership.
Terrible job on the wall, though, from the Bolton defenders. It broke. The shot was allowed to sneak through, but Bolton, they're a feisty team. They're going to come storming back, and this is going to be one of the strikes of the season. Watch this one, Chrissy. Southall, oh, what a screamer. It's 2-1 Wanderers.
And it was a screamer. Leslie Southall is first on the campaign, restoring the lead for Wanderers. 2-1 at halftime, or would it be? Newcastle would have something to say about it a moment later.
Oh, that was a glorious strike, though. But Newcastle, they played some sexy football this year. It's not Ruud Gullit, it's Bobby Robson. But watch this. The cross comes in, and who else but Shearer? It's now 2-2. What a first half.
The poacher, the thief, whatever you want to call him, Alan Shearer simply knows how to put it in the back of the net. Rips it right past Jussi Jääskeläinen. Great service by the Frenchman, Robert, though.
Chris, is he going to go to the World Cup? He said he's retired.
He's not going.
He's not going. Newcastle, can they snatch it? Bellamy, it's 3-2. What a game at Newcastle. Every time we see United play, it's a story. Leicester, bottom of the table, against 5th place Chelsea. And Jamie Scowcroft surprising the Blues in the early going, 1-0.
Ex of Ipswich Town and the new Fox outboxing Leeds. Second half action. looking to add to their lead, but Carlo Culicini up to the task this time.
Oh, superb save by the Italian, pushing it over the bar, and Chelsea, they've got to come back into this game. Lasso with the cross, and there's the man, JFH, 19 on the season.
And this has been the problem all season long. Leicester City, a lack of marking. How can you leave Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank this wide open? Puts it home rather easily. Chelsea levels it at 1 apiece. Then Scowcroft again grabbing his second in the second half. Leicester reclaiming the lead.
And Chelsea, they're a disaster, Chris. They beat Man U, they beat Liverpool, they go to Leicester, they're down 2-1. But if they want to be in the Championship, they need something big. And who better than the little Italian?
Gianfranco!
Oh, Zola!
What a lovely free kick, beating Ian Walker and Chelsea. You would expect them to live up to their inconsistent form of past. Coming through, this is a big character test for them. Perhaps a victory now, and they could turn the corner and challenge for the title. And the game winner would come from, guess who? JFH.
Talk about timing, Chris. 91st minute. It looked like 2 points were going to be dropped against the bottom team, but JFH, he's the fiercest competitor in the Prem, and that's 3 massive points for the Blues.
JFH tied at the top of the goal-scoring ladder with Ruud van Nistelrooy and Thierry Henry, and Chelsea make it 2 straight.
Emile Heskey scored only his 3rd and 4th league goals of the season midway through the second half. Michael Owen wrapped up the win in the final minute. The Yorkshire side are now 9 points adrift of leaders Manchester United. Olivia Decore believes the title race is now over for Leeds.
Over to Yorkshire, Leeds United taking on Liverpool in the match of the week. England's most expensive defender, not doing very well, putting one in his own net here off the own goal.
If I was Murphy, I'd be claiming this one, though. The faintest of touches by Rio, and it's 1-0 Paul now. Heskey, he's not scored in years, but today was his day. Look at that. Rounds Martin tucks it home superbly.
Emile Heskey, having his problem scoring in the Prem this season, was right around the keeper. Nigel Martin now down 2. Emile Heskey starting to heat up now with Michael Owen cooling down a bit. Good finish from the England striker. 2 minutes later, however, John Arnorisa would find the same target.
Heskey, the big man in the box, he should have been picked up, but it's now 3-0. Heskey, 3 goals in his last 2 games. That's the kind of form that gets you in the England team, Chris.
And this is the kind of form that Phil Thompson and Gerard Houllier envisioned to see Heskey in at the beginning of the season. A bit of a disappointment. However, he bears fruit this time. And that old partnership of Michael Owen and Emile Heskey starting to click. But Leeds United. Robbie Fowler tried to get one over on his old mates.
Yeah, Chris, this was Fowler's first game against Liverpool since his £11 million transfer, and it just wasn't going to be his day. He has a great chance here, and cleared off the line by the Pool defence. Now it's time for the boy wonder off the bar, in the back of the net. You can't stop this kid from scoring goals.
Yeah, he's cooled off a bit as of late, but Michael Owen stays with it, grabs his 12th in the Premiership this season. Hooking up there with Emile Heskey, and a surprising scoreline. Liverpool all over Leeds, 4-0.
And they're back in the title race.